Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci, and I am running so late tonight, so we'll see if I forgot anything for this show. Before we get to that, if you're new here, welcome. If you like what you're seeing, you should go back and watch some of the other videos. There are like 200 of these. In fact, in a couple of weeks, we will hit the 200th episode. I'm thinking I'm going to do something special for it. Normally on the milestones, we do an episode where anybody who wants to join can join. We just do a massive free-for-all. I think that's what's going to happen. So if you want information on that, check out the Facebook page if you're not a part of that. If you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video, that's where you can get all the information about this show, including that upcoming episode, and including if you want to be a guest on the regular show. We got a couple of episodes coming out next week and the week after that still have a spot or two. So if you want to be a part of this, please reach out to me either there or on Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. What else do I have to say up top? One thing, the winners of every episode get to, if they so choose, assign to me a movie to watch over the course of the week. Last week, our friend Marty Viscosi won and assigned me the movie Big Eden from 2000, which I understand why people like it. It's a gay romance dramedy where homophobia doesn't factor into the story at all. But outside of that, everybody still seems like they're having a bad time. And I didn't buy the romances. It seemed to be just like a little more of a grounded version of a Hallmark movie. I wanted to like it and it didn't click for me. So that's Big Eden, and I'm so sorry, Marty, that it didn't fully hit for me. Speaking of Marty, if you didn't watch last week, Marty hosted an episode, Movies Marty Hated, and it was a wonderful episode with an ending that just doesn't make sense. So watch this first, then go and watch that. It's a lot of fun. Tonight on the show, we are doing movies with body parts in the title. Because why not? It's spooky month, and body parts are spooky when they're no longer included on the body, right? I'm just trying to find ways to. Everybody's muted, so I feel like I'm talking to myself, but that's fine. They're nice. Don't unmute. Let's bring them in. Joining me on the show tonight are Arnee Martin, Tyler Tuttle, Matthew Flynn, and Josh Pick. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
As you can see, still totally flustered trying to come back into my hosting position.
I like hands. Those are good.
Hands are good.
Like I guess arms in general, body parts. Legs I like, not in like a weird way, but legs I like legs.
All right. Well, that's
not trying to be some weird sex creep, but I'm a leg man. Not like a weird, not some. Just they're good. It's like that ZZ Top song. If they weren't probably creeps.
Well, I think that was enough.
I don't like necks.
I'm so sorry. There we go. If this is your first episode, most of them are better than this. Now, before we start the show tonight, we do have a mini game that I'm going to jump to. This is a mini game that we do quite a lot on this show. It's fun to put together. This is a mini game called Keywords. Basically, on the website IMDb, every movie has a set of keywords that anybody can add to. There seems to be no real rhyme or reason to it. They can be super specific or super general. It's really just anonymous people adding whatever they think fits in the movie. So what I'm going to do is read through a list of keywords from a movie. I want you all to yell out when you think you know the answer. No penalties for wrong guesses.
Is it going to be a body part name?
It's going to be, it's going to fit with the theme, a movie with a body part in the title.
I
Guess
can
as
only
many
think of
times as
one
you
total.
want. Everybody understand what's going on?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna
All
guess
right.
the one I can think of, and then I'll probably be done.
Then let's do this. This movie has keywords like dysfunctional family,
Idle hands.
Christmas, background music score revealed to be source music, Greenwich Village, Manhattan, New York City, curiosity, costume shop, public nudity, tearing paper money in half,
Foot Town.
voyeurism, lesbian cunnilingus, nude wears eyeglasses, 69 sex position,
Eyes
password.
wide shut.
It is eyes wide
Oh,
shut.
there. That makes sense. Nice.
Right.
I'm gonna have to get my head in this theme.
that is 1 point for Matthew there. The other
All right.
ones that we didn't get to, marital crisis, cult, sexual fantasy, cuckolded husband, wife and husband lead actors, erotic thriller, Venetian mask, sex party, having sex while wearing a mask, and 3-word title. That brings us welcoming back a returning guest. It's been a little bit. I'm so happy he's back. Matthew Flynn, welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you for having me again.
How you doing tonight, Matthew?
I'm doing well. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know what you want me to share.
Well, how about this, Matthew? Is there any movies with body parts in the title that you like, that you think people should see? Just to kind of get the brain going.
Let's see. I mean, I really like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, especially the 80s remake. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's fine. That won't
Mind
be on the show
Snatchers is
tonight, but that
fun.
works.
Does mind count? Is that not a body part? I'm thinking
Mind?
mind isn't brain.
Mind works.
Okay, so the Mind Snatchers is with Christopher Walken.
Oh, I don't know that movie. What is that movie?
He plays a soldier who's sent to like this military hospital where he becomes like a guinea pig for them to do testing on.
I should add that to the list. Unless somebody makes me watch it. It sounds like something I'd be interested in. I like Christopher Walken. Well, Matthew, welcome back to the show. Also returning to the show, just always glad to have him here. Last time I saw him, I believe, was the live show that we did. That, announcing it right now, that video will be up soon. Let's welcome to the show, Tyler Tuttle.
Video.
How you doing, Tyler?
I'm doing wonderful. How about you? Well, what green drink is that?
This is a delicious polar seltzer, starfruit lemonade.
You should get sponsored.
I should. I would love a
Polar.
seltzer sponsorship.
Seltzer sponsor. Let's get the hashtag out there. Let's start some traction.
Polar, are you listening? Look at
I
how
bet.
after 200 episodes, how fine-tuned this show is. Wouldn't you love to put your product in here?
Hey, this is the lemonade seltzer water of podcast shows.
Tyler, you want to recommend any movies?
I gotta be honest, I can't really I just learned this theme and it's really baffling me. I'm having a hard time with it. So I haven't seen this movie, but it sounds cute. So I'm gonna go with I Heart Huckabees.
Oh, I Heart Huckabees, the movie where what's
I
his
haven't
face? The
seen it.
director screamed at Lily Tomlin.
Well, maybe there's two sides to every story. This is the first time hearing of it. I'm gonna choose to be strictly middle ground.
Well,
David
I mean,
O. Russell, that's his name.
It's the same director who also had the screaming match with what's his face in Terminator Salvation.
Oh yeah, Christian Bale.
It was Mick
but also
G
that
on
movie's also
Salvation, I'm
not
pretty
good.
sure. Wasn't
It-
Salvation a Mick G joint?
Oh yeah, Salvation was Mick G.
Oh boy, what a guy.
I don't know. I think he yelled at Christian Bale
He yelled
on
at a light.
something.
Oh yeah. Bale was yelling at. I don't know. I'm getting lost in all these celebrity screams.
Oh well. Well, I heard
Cinema rocks.
Huckabees. Tyler
Bro,
loves it.
In the Mouth of Madness. That's one. I actually
Oh,
like that movie.
That's a good
That's
one.
Mouth
That
is
is
a
a
body
good
part.
pull.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get there, Nick, but now I'm firing on all of my synapses.
Look, we're all trying our best tonight.
I'm
Not
here to
me.
guess. I
Well,
love to
Tyler,
guess.
welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to you.
Well, thank you. Also returning to the show, one of the most frequent players, always a thrill coming in from a green void. Josh Pick, welcome back to the show.
Hey, pal.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
Okay, how are you, my fine Italian friend?
I am great. I love this positive energy you're bringing.
Earlier today, I said to my roommate and our other pal who was here, said I'm doing Nick Martucci's game show, and she said Bertucci's. That's it. I don't have any like big punch or like overriding like theme. It's just that your name sounds like a failing local Italian
Yeah.
chain restaurant.
I'm glad I'm going to outlive that chain.
You probably are. If you don't,
If
woof.
I don't, then I really hope there's a nice tribute for me soon.
Do they still let you play with the raw dough?
I
When I was a
hope
kid,
so.
they let me play with raw dough. That was the fucking shit.
That was the reason to go as a kid.
Oh, I could touch dough all day.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, they
Wow,
just give
I-
you a lump of dough and they're like, have at it, kid.
Oh,
And I don't think they
I
had crayons or nothing.
don't think I went to one until I was a teenager, so that's pretty funny.
You missed out, bro.
No
You-
kidding.
They had touching dough.
I don't want to live anymore.
I bet if
To
you
be
asked,
honest.
they'd let you fondle some dough. They're cool.
You mean it?
I
Well,
do.
Josh, you have any
What?
movies you want to talk about?
There will be blood. Is blood a body part?
That does count.
Wow, really?
I
That's
mean,
the only one I can think of.
it's
I'm
fine.
I want to be honest. Yeah. You asked me about being on the show earlier, and I was
Mhm.
like, sure. And I didn't look up what
Yeah.
it was. Then it was body parts, and I was not expecting it to be body parts.
It's
I don't
a
know what I was
top. Yeah.
expecting,
What?
but body parts definitely wasn't it.
It's a
that's
topic
fine.
It's a topic I thought would be easier to put together, and then it turns out I only had one movie on my list that I hadn't used that fit the topic. So today I added clues for 23 movies. So it's going to be all movies I haven't used yet.
Oh boy,
We're going to get weird with them.
Idle hands.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Finally, brand new friend to the show, first time on the show. So glad she's here. Arnee Martin, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for doing the show. Now, I don't know too much about you. Are you a big movie watcher? Do you give a shit about movies?
I think so. I mean, I'll put them up in the background. I like Tubi. I think Tubi's great. It's free movies, random B, C, and D movies.
Yeah. Tubi is a miracle.
Yeah.
It's one of the only streaming services out there that really has a weird selection.
Mm-hmm. They have all three of Argento's the witch series, Suspiria, and
Oh yeah,
the sequel.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
and the other
I was like,
ones.
oh, they're free. Yeah, let's watch them.
In fact, that's where I watched Big Eden on Tubi.
Okay. Nice.
Well, I'm excited to see how you do with this dumb show.
Okay.
What I've learned is that movie knowledge really means nothing for it.
Okay. All right.
Well, before we move on, can you think of any body part titles?
Yep, I thought of two, and I think I only thought
Oh,
of
hell yeah.
I was the last person. The first one is The Bone Woman, but it's in Spanish, and I don't know how to say it in Spanish.
What is the Bone Woman? What is the Bone Woman?
Basically, it's a horror movie. It's on Shudder. It's about motherhood, and it's about motherhood. That's the simplest way to put it. And then the second one is Hair, and that one is on Hulu, and it's another horror movie because I watch a lot of horror movies.
Oh, so not the musical.
No. I think it's called Bad Hair.
Oh, Bad Hair. Yeah,
Bad Hair,
I've seen
yeah.
Bad Hair.
Yeah. And that's
that one's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Arnee, you should also know, I'm looking at the comments. Marty is watching right now and says that they are 1000% rooting for you. No loyalty for anyone else. Arnee for president.
Okay.
So there's a lot riding on this show tonight.
That's fair, Marty.
What's the opposite of a fan favorite? That's what I've always gone for. People that hate this show love me.
People love you on this show, Tyler.
Name one person.
Me.
You said people. Person. Yeah.
We both.
All right. Well, let's do another one of these keyword games before we move on to the regular game. Really appreciate you all being here. This movie has the keywords character repeats someone else's dialogue, family love, one person army action,
monkey bone,
talking to oneself in a mirror,
Face Off.
It is Face Off. Matthew Flynn coming in
the
real
family
quick
one.
with that.
That's a good clue.
Burned Alive, Good versus Evil, Shootout in a Church, Machismo, Maximum Security Prison, Personating a Priest, Villainous Protagonist, Biopunk, New Identity, Body Transformation, and Face Transplant. That means we're going into the regular game. Matthew swept that with 2 points, but there's plenty of points still on the board for everyone else. But that means Matthew's going to pick the first movie. If you're new here, for your benefit and also for Arnee's benefit, here's how the show works. I've gone to the aforementioned IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I've pulled parental warnings for a bunch of movies with body parts in the title. Like I said, I did almost all of these today, and they're weird. It's a wild selection, and I don't know how anybody's going to do. These warnings, I don't write them. I don't know who writes them. These anonymous weirdos just keep putting their words on the internet, and I keep stealing them for a game show. I'm going to read these warnings. My friends, you're going to try to figure out what the movie is based on these warnings. Matthew, since you got those points, I'm going to go to you first. Would you like a movie from 1985, 1999, or 2017?
I'll go with 99.
99.
I got to guess.
Oh, shit. I forgot that is in another document that I will open up right now. Like I said, I wanted to know what I was going to forget, and it was this. All right, 1999, first movie of the night, for 5 points under the category of sex and nudity. We see a ceramic figurine of a topless woman used as a bong to smoke marijuana. We got 2 hands up. Anybody else? We got 3 hands up. Matthew, what do you think this movie is?
I'm going to go with Idle Hands.
Tyler, what do you think?
This actually is Idle Hands.
Josh, what do you think?
Monkey but Idle Hands.
I don't fucking know how this happened. Everything was randomized. Matthew picked the movie. This movie is fucking Idle Hands.
What a world.
The second I heard 99, I lit up. I was like, oh my God, this is the year. This is the year.
This is the only way that Idle Hands would be got on the 5-point clue, I think.
Yeah.
I
don't know. When I think 99, I'm cinema. I think Idle Hands.
Yeah, 99.
I don't think The Matrix.
Movies
I don't think.
I think about Devon Sawa a lot. It comes up.
It's spooky season. Devon Sawa's in at least 3 spooky movies.
He's in 3 seasons of Chucky now. He's playing the president in the new one. Chucky's in the White House in season 3, so I'm looking forward to that.
Hell yeah. I still got to catch up on season 2.
It's great. Chucky's in a fucking monastery, or like he's killing nuns and shit.
Well, the other clues in this, just because I wrote them down.
You weren't expecting idle hands immediately?
I was not expecting so much idle hands chatter at the beginning of the show. Violence and gore. Cat licks a puddle of blood in his house and an eyeball with bloody veins and the optic nerve attached. This is seen in close-up. Violence and gore. A boy throws a saw blade at another's back and we hear a squishy noise as it hits. His head is eventually reattached with a barbecue fork. One end of the fork is shoved into his head and the other is shoved into his neck. Sex and nudity. A kid boasts that he's dangerous. His hand suddenly grabs her butt as she bends over facing away from him. She seductively says, "I never thought you'd have the balls to just grab me like that." And violence and gore.
A different time.
A bloody, blackened hand crawls up a man's pants. We later see his bloody, lifeless body, grabs a boy's face, throws him around the room, rips a man's scalp off, strangles a girl, and throws a boy's head against a car window. It also flies through a window and sharpens its fingernails in a pencil sharpener.
This was a Kurosawa?
Oh, yeah. I think his last... Technically, it's a follow-up to Seven Samurai.
If I win, I'm gonna make you watch Idle Hands because I can't remember if it's good or not.
I have seen Idle Hands.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it since I was in high school when I watched like Idle Hands was I loved it back then. But
that's the time to watch it.
Yeah,
it's a great.
How much would I like
movie.
it as a not 15-year-old? That's my question.
I'm gonna say you'd go somewhere between 2.5 and 3.5 on Letterboxd.
All right, well, I'm gonna watch it. Devin, it's time.
Well, Matthew's at 7, Josh and Tyler at 5. Arnee, I'm so sorry all of that happened.
Well, we got Idle Hands out the way. It's done.
I Heart Huckabee's next. Start putting 2004 out there. I think that's the year.
Tyler,
2004.
Would you like a movie from 1962, 1995, or 2017?
95.
95.
Hand raised.
I don't know why your hand's raised.
I only guessed 3 movies today.
1995 for 5 points under profanity. 4 uses of hell, 2 uses of damn, 1 said in Russian, 1 use of bitch, and 2 uses of ass.
I mean, maybe I don't think this is right, but Into the Mouth of Madness.
Well, I didn't call on you, but nobody else is going to guess. It is. Not in the mouth of madness.
In the
mouth of madness.
I think that came out like a long time before that.
95? No, that's like 95. It's right after Memoirs of an Invisible Man because they both hated Chevy Chase so much.
Oh, that's right.
I've never heard of these. Is it a horror movie? What is it?
It's the John Carpenter's and Sam Neill. From I love that movie. Yeah.
Isn't it based on Lovecraft or something?
Yeah, it's like Lovecraftian Stephen King. Because there's a lot of shitting on Stephen King. It's definitely the last good John Carpenter movie.
Oh, it's on YouTube for free.
There you go. That's perfect.
For 4 points under violence and gore, there's a shootout in a base in the beginning. And the main character arms a bomb and escapes the base. And the bomb explodes, destroying the entire place. Several men are shot in this scene with little blood seen.
Oh man,
Tyler's gonna take another guess. Anybody else?
What? Oh, did you say? Did you say the year?
95.
Oh, okay.
All right, Tyler, what do you think?
Rambo 3, and then the subtitle always has the word blood in it.
It is not Rambo 3 Third Blood.
There you are. Nickel Fritz. I love to guess. That's why
I know you do. That's what makes you one of the Nick's favorites of this show.
I got so many thoughts.
I can't say I'm a fan.
No.
For 3 points under sex and nudity, Xenia crushes a man to death with her thighs. He is seen struggling and telling her he can't breathe. She moans in ecstasy as he continues to struggle.
Is this GoldenEye?
Well, Matthew, you're the only one who has raised your hand. It is GoldenEye.
Okay, and I only knew because of the thigh thing, because I remember that was a big promo thing where they had that actress just go on shows being like, yeah, I crush people with my thighs.
Just a reminder to people, let me call on you in case more people want to guess.
Sorry.
I started the bad trend, but it saved me that time because I was going to guess maybe Mortal Kombat 2 has a body subtitle.
The other clues in that: sex and nudity, tame compared to the Craig films, but more violent compared to the older films, except License to Kill. And violence and gore, there's a long, destructive car chase in the streets in Russia, where Bond pursues several men in cars by driving a tank. That brings Matthew up to 10. Josh at 5, Tyler at 3. Arnee, I swear this next one's going to be for you.
Okay.
And it is your choice. Would you like a movie from 1966, 2005, or 2019?
Oh, me? It's my turn?
Yes, you.
Oh, let's try. You said 2006?
2005 or 2019?
Let's try 2005. I don't know. Fingers crossed.
All right, from 2005 for 5 points under violence and gore. A floor on a tall hotel building explodes. Intense.
All right, so this one's definitely not going to be I Heart Huckabees.
For 4 points under violence and gore, both of the characters are hurt by each other. A man is hit with a fire extinguisher, then a glass plate. A man is stabbed in the leg by a woman's high heel shoes, then pulls it out immediately without pain. An old man is knocked out for a short time. The cause is unknown. A man and woman violently hit each other, the woman hitting with a cane.
This is a hard type of movie, body part titles.
For 3 points under violence and gore, a woman stabs a man in the neck with a pen. We hear a grisly crunch and see the impaled pen weeping a trickle of blood, but seen off screen. The man pulls the pen out of his neck. Could be difficult for those who are squeamish.
I feel like I know this film.
For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, there is one scene where Jackson suddenly shows up behind a door. Ripner is very menacing in the film. Josh is supporting the Italians.
I don't know this picture, Nick, but you're doing great.
It's the Jackson movie.
Last clue for 1 point under sex and nudity. The flight attendants mistakenly believe a man and a woman had sex just because they were seen in the airplane's bathroom together. Ripner insinuates that the fight in the bathroom was a, quote, quickie.
I genuinely have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we're all stumped on that one.
Who the fuck is Ripner?
I want to say this is a Wes Craven movie. With Rachel
God
McAdams and Cillian Murphy as Jackson Ripner. This is called Red Eye.
It sounded so actiony from these warnings. I was trapped in a different genre.
Jackson Ripner.
Yeah, I don't remember the movie being that. It was kind of boring to me.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember the pen getting stabbed, and I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Well, everybody stays the same after that one. We got one more on this first round. Josh, you get to pick.
Yeah.
Would you like a movie from 1981, 1997, or 2002?
Oh, 97.
97.
None of these are Huckabees.
1997, real helpful clue for 5 points under profanity. 40 uses of the F word.
It was not Casino.
Yeah.
For 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, Annette is a recovering alcoholic and drinks incessantly.
This
For
is a
3
hard
points,
category, Nick.
under violence and gore, an old woman is thrown off a cliff. It's later shown that she somehow survived.
Nice.
For 2 points under violence and gore, the concept of decapitation and murder is talked about very casually.
Okay.
All right, for 1 point under violence and gore, the premise of the movie surrounds 8 decapitated heads of gangsters. While their murder and subsequent decapitation happens off screen, we hear gunfire and then a chainsaw running.
Yeah, why did no one remember this fucking movie?
Man, do I feel stupid.
All right, Tyler.
8 heads in a duffel bag?
Josh.
Yeah.
Matthew.
I was going to say the same. 8 heads in a duffel
This
bag.
is the Joe Pesci classic 8 heads in a duffel bag.
I've
like I said, I went
poster
for
this
some
movie.
of these.
You just want us to feel stupid, don't you, Nick? You just want us to leave this feeling real bad about ourselves.
No one can feel bad about forgetting 8 heads in a duffel bag. That movie is rough.
I think that's a movie I only know by like the cover at video stores.
8 heads and I've never. I think I'm just going to stay at 0 for the rest. I've never heard any of these.
It came out when I was 13 and it was like big, so it was bad. But Joe Pesci was still popular.
Yeah,
from that
I never
cousin movie
this at all. Wow.
All right. Well, let's take a break from this and go to our next mini game. This is nobody's favorite mini game. This is taglines. What I've done is grabbed 4 movies, 5 taglines each. I'm going to ask individually each of you one of the taglines. First person can guess for 5 points. Next person can guess for 4 points, 3 points, 2 points. If nobody gets it by that, the 1 point clue goes back to the first guesser. So that's like your consolation for having to guess on the hardest tagline. Arnee, since you are in last place, I will let you go first.
Okay.
The first tagline for 5 points. Life on the road was never this funny.
And I'm just supposed to guess
just
a random
anything.
movie?
Yep.
I thought in my mind, I thought you were going to give us a tagline and then list 5 movies, and I would pick.
Oh no, I'm going to list 5 taglines. We're going to go. It's okay if you don't know anything. You can just throw anything out there.
That's the thing. It took me so long to think of Bad Hair and The Bone Woman.
Yeah, no, this is rough.
I know.
This is a real rough one.
This is a rough episode.
Can you say it one more time so I can at least fake?
Life on the road was never this funny.
Life on the road was never this funny. Oh, you don't even give us a year. Oh man.
No, this is brutal.
I don't know. Charlotte's Web.
Not Charlotte's Web. These will get easier as they go on. Josh, same movie for 4 points. This ain't just rock and roll.
Spinal Tap.
This is Spinal Tap. That's 4 points.
Yeah. I was pretty sure when I heard the other one, but that one made me know that's what it was.
Darn.
Does for rock and roll what The Sound of Music did for Hills, Crank It to 11, and the original rockumentary created by Christopher Guest, Michael McKean, Rob Reiner, and Harry Shearer.
What a flick.
What a tagline. Josh, you get first on this one. For 5 points, just keep telling yourself it's only a film. It's only a film.
Wait.
I'd like to use my lifeline. Is that
Who would
this
you like
show?
to call?
You. And
All
you can
right.
tell me what you wrote. I don't know. I don't know.
That's fine. Matthew, for 4 points, the lucky ones died first.
I feel like I should know this one.
This does seem up your alley.
Okay, but I'm
The first
drawing a
tagline is
blank.
so fucking familiar.
Yeah.
Both of these are really.
I'm gonna guess The Truman Show, which is wrong.
Tyler, for 3
My brain went
points,
there too, for what it's worth, Matthew.
A Nice American Family. They didn't want to kill, but they didn't want to die.
What?
Is it the Texas Chainsaw Massacre doesn't have any of those words that are body parts, but it's the only one I can think of that
This
feels
is
right.
Not the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Arnee for 2 points. Camping out with family can be murder.
They didn't. Camping out with Midsummer.
Not Midsummer. Josh, you get the last one. 1 point.
Great.
Wes Craven's classic original.
Sorry, I'm not a horror guy.
That's what I'm mixing up movies then, because that's what I thought.
Dennis's Scary Leg.
Just out of curiosity for no points, does anybody know it at this point?
Is this The Hills Have Eyes?
It is The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh.
I could only get to Last House on the Left.
I always forget that's a Craven. I think that's like a. God damn it.
Okay, Matthew.
Everybody
remake, loves right? This game. For 5 points. On July 20th, the summer blockbuster is getting a whole new look.
I don't know. So Stuart Little.
Tyler, 4 points. For anyone who wanted something bigger, there comes a time to break all the rules.
New Look, Rule Breaker, July, Blockbuster. Who breaks rules in Blockbuster? I don't. Shrek 2.
Arnee for 3 points. It was a time of tradition, a time of values, and a time to shake things up.
Footloose?
Oh, that is a good. That's like the first good guess of the game, but just not.
Footloose. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Josh for 2 points. You Can't Stop the Beat. July 2007.
Oh, I know it now.
July 2007.
You Can't Stop the Beat.
Oh boy. That's not body parts. That's just words. Oh boy. Happy Feet?
Not Happy Feet. I love putting this game together. It sucks that it sucks. Matthew for 1 point. Who's who behind the do? Who's
Is
who?
The Cat in the Hat?
It is not The Cat in the Hat. Anybody have any ideas?
It's Hairspray.
It is
Hairspray.
I
I knew it, but I couldn't place it until You Can't Stop the Beat. My family loved that movie, so that song played in my living room constantly for like a year. I know that song.
Once you do the do behind the do, yeah.
This is
I don't want to get you.
This is going to be the last time I do this game in this incarnation. I need to fix things. But Tyler, for 5 points, last movie.
Great.
The Man and the Motion Picture that simply do not conform.
A nonconformist. It's a Talking Heads movie.
Nope. Arnee for 4 points. He was a cool customer until the law made it hot for him.
Mm,
Customer.
mm, mm.
Man on the Run? I don't know. Is
Man on the Run.
that even a
Josh.
movie?
Cool Hand Luke.
I still have to give you 3 points.
That's fine.
The tagline is no one can eat 50 eggs, but it is Cool Hand Luke.
I remember the hand as a part of the body.
What we have here is failure to communicate, and on the chain gang, they'd seen every kind of man, but Luke became a legend. So that was a fun mini game. That means that Josh got 7 points and everyone else hated me. And I think Josh hated me too.
It wasn't great.
So let's go back to the regular game. Josh, since you're the only one who got points on that, you get to pick this first year.
Yay.
Would you like a movie from 1923, 2012, or 2021?
1923.
1923.
I'm just not a nice person.
I hate you so much. No one knows this. I don't know, actually. I don't know 2 of these people, but I'm not going to get this.
1923 for 5 points under sex and nudity. A man is seen lusting and stalking a woman and trying to assault her throughout the film. For 4 points under violence and gore, Clopin and his men are seen rioting, and they storm the castle ball and threaten to attack the lords and ladies at the dance.
Yeah.
Sure.
For 3 points under violence and gore, well, Phoebus hangs out with a woman courting in the garden. Jahan stabs Phoebus in the back, and it's assumed he was killed, and the woman is falsely accused by the court, but he actually survives in the end.
Oh boy, that's a twist. Spoilers.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten around to this one yet.
2 points under frightening and intense scenes. This silent film is about racism and discrimination, and people with disabilities getting abused and mistreated by the king and the priests and the crowd, which may scare some of the viewers watching this film.
I gotta guess. 1 second. I'll guess.
Anybody else want to guess? All right, Tyler.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
This is The Hunchback of
Oh!
Shot in the dark.
And you thought no one would get. Look at that.
Well, if Jason Alexander's in it, I don't want you. That's the only way I'll take a humpback story.
Man.
Last clue in this under violence and gore. Quasimodo, Lon Chaney, is sent by Folo, Brandon Hearst, to attack Esmeralda, and gets arrested by the castle guards, who sentence Quasimodo to be tortured by getting whipped.
So I really got in there right under the wire, huh?
Yeah.
That means Josh still in the lead at 13, Matthew at 11, Tyler at 5. Arnee, I'm so sorry.
It's the first time. I'll be back. Maybe
They're almost all better than this.
No, this I think this goes down in the bottom quarter of shows.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Don't we still have more than half to go?
No, we only got 3 movies left in the final answer. We're speeding through this.
Okay. I thought there was more rounds.
All right, let's go.
All right. Matthew.
Yes.
Would you like a movie from 1979, 1994, or 2011?
I'll go with 94.
94. 1994 for 5 points under frightening and intense scenes. The contorted woman scene is painful and creepy to look at.
You know what? I'll raise my hand.
Anybody else want to raise their hand?
No.
What do you think, Tyler?
Was I off by a year? And In the Mouth of Madness is 94? Because there's a contorted woman in that movie.
Right on both accounts. For some reason, we also got In the Mouth of Madness.
Oh shit! Yeah,
That is
yeah.
5 points.
I
for
thought
Tyler.
it was 95. It's 94. I've made a fool of myself. Luckily, I turned it around in the 0 hour.
Tyler, I'm so happy that you got 5 points on the 2 movies you mentioned before the show.
Listen, 2004 I Heart Huckabees. I'm still holding out hope.
Other clues in that: frightening and intense scenes. The whole movie is overall rather frightening, dark, and psychological, with several jump scares, some violent moments, dense meta elements, and an incredibly unsettling and creepy atmosphere. Violence and gore: a man is hacked to pieces off screen by a group of axe-wielding people. All of them have deformed faces. We see the axes going up and down, and we hear the man screaming. Only blood shown is dripping from the axes. A woman is seen eating a piece of the dead man's flesh. Violence and gore: a woman touches a man's head. The appearance of the man's front is normal, but as the camera pans over, we see the back of his body, which is a horrid monster/demon merged to him. And profanity. The main theme of profanity in this movie is delivered by a mad writer who claims to be God. His fans are faithful and obsessed believers, and he creates the world as he writes in any way he wishes.
That's it.
Josh is at 13, Matthew at 11, Tyler at 10. Arnee, I really hope you come back on the show soon. We got 2 movies left. Tyler, you get to pick this one. Do you like a movie from 1960, 1978, or 2022?
2022, but there's no way any of these are I Heart Huckabees.
I'm sorry.
All right, from 2022, last year, for 5 points under frightening intense scenes. The violence and gross out humor turns people off, but it doesn't show any jump scares, terrifying images, or cover any heavy topics.
Man,
Josh
I
has a
definitely
guess.
probably saw
Anybody
this in
else?
theaters and I can't remember.
What do you, Matthew, what do you think?
I'm forgetting some.
I'm going with Smile.
Josh, what do you think?
I think that probably this Jackass 4.
Damn it. Oh, you're right.
Well, Matthew, I wouldn't say that Smile doesn't show any jump scares or terrifying images.
I know. That's
or
all
cover
the movie
any
is.
heavy topics.
It's only jump scares.
And Josh, I really wish I thought of Jackass 4.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
it
so
is
sure
not
Josh was
Jackass 4.
right.
Yeah.
He should be right.
Yeah,
He feels based off all the criteria.
You should just give me a point for that, because that really, it feels
I was
right. Or
so
at least a
sure.
mulligan.
For 4
Because
points.
like that's correct.
For 4 points under violence and gore, there's a scene where a character gets his hand mangled in a sink food disposal, fingers nearly cut off and covered in blood.
I've definitely probably watched this movie in theaters and now I can't remember anything about it.
For 3 points under violence and gore, there is one scene where Todd and his friends get decapitated and cut with knives. This is a relatively graphic scene with blood spurting out of their necks and a pool of blood surrounding the final victim.
All right, it's a gross out, violent, not scary.
For 2 points under profanity, typical language for them. If you watch the show or the original movie, then you know what to expect. Nothing worse, but at the same time, not any more mild.
It's a sequel and a television show. What TV show got 2 movies? One came out last year. What the fuck? This is gonna be a trick. This is gonna be a fucking trick somehow.
For 1 point under sex and nudity, the entire premise of the movie is the 2 title characters trying to score with a female astronaut.
Oh my god.
It is played in a comical sense.
You're a piece of shit.
All right, we got 2 hands up. Josh, what do you think?
Is this the newest Beavis and Butthead movie?
Tyler, what do you think?
Yeah, it's the new Beavis and Butthead, something about the future or whatever. I don't quite remember.
I will give it to both of you. This is
You're an
Beavis and
absolute
Butthead
scumbag.
Do the Universe.
You're an
Yeah,
absolute scumbag.
yeah, that's right on the line there, mister.
Yeah.
Are you
so
going to argue
Jackass
that a
4
butt
is
and
it?
a head are not body parts?
Yeah, listen. That's what I said. You're on notice.
You're gonna go to hell when you die, Nick.
Well, at least I'm having fun. All right, last movie. Arnee, you get to pick this. I really hope this is a movie you know.
Okay.
Would you like a movie from 1972, 1990, or 2006?
1990. Let's try that one.
I will say right now, I'm sorry you made the incorrect choice, but we'll do this movie. From 1990, for 5 points under violence and gore, a woman slaps another woman in the face when she briefly suffers madness.
It's gonna be some Victorian shit, I bet. The Hand of Lady Elizabeth.
1990?
1990. For 4 points under violence and gore, a woman's husband is shot when he tries to save his wife and child.
Sucks.
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Freddy got fingered. No, I'm just kidding. I was really hoping that was going to come up, though.
It would have come up if I didn't use it so recently.
Yeah, I was wondering. All right.
For 3 points under violence and gore, a group of women kill a man and rip him apart. Nothing graphic scene.
Handa Karenina.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, we see a woman's breasts as she has sex with a man as part of the pregnancy plans. Josh, what do you think?
The Hand That Rocked the Cradle?
That's a great fucking guess. It is not The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
This fucking sucks so much.
I know.
This is hard.
This is the hardest episode in a while.
I can't even make sarcastic answers. There's such a narrow. I can't even guess just to guess. I'm just trying to think of parts of the body.
For 1 point under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, women are required to take pills as handmaids. We got 2 hands up. Anybody else want to guess?
Is this
Josh first?
The Handmaid's Tale?
Tyler, what do you think?
The Handmaid's Tale?
I'll give it to both of you. This is the film adaptation of The Handmaid's Tale. Did you know they made a movie about that?
Now.
It was a book. Yeah, it makes sense, I guess.
Wait, when did she write the book? I thought the book was written. See, that's what tripped me up.
Yeah, it must have been written in the 80s.
Well,
that brings us to our final round. And if you
God damn it. What is it? Let's go.
If you thought you hated me, then get ready to hate me more. So in a moment, I will ask you a numerical question.
7.
I want you right now to privately message me a bet between 0 and your total on how confident you feel, but a question related to run times. Arnee, you can still guess on the question.
Okay.
If you get it within 5, I will give you an extra 3 points. So you still are in the game. Josh, you can risk up to 13. Matthew can risk up to 10. Tyler can risk up to 12.
So I'm messaging you.
You don't have to message me anything right now.
Oh,
you have 0 points to bet with.
And it's run times?
Run times.
Wait, but what are the other people messaging you?
They are messaging me how many of their points they want to bet.
And
you currently do not have any points, but if anybody gets it within 5, I will give an extra 3 points. So you still have some
We're
chance
guessing
here.
run times. Got it.
All right, we've got bets all across.
I bet.
All right, get ready to hate me.
I'm gonna get it
Let's
right.
go, buddy.
In minutes, how long is the combined runtime
Fuck.
of Footloose, the remake of Footloose, and My Left Foot?
In my left foot.
I want
You're a
you to
real piece of
privately
shit.
message me.
4 of them.
3 movies: Footloose,
What happened to
and
you
My
today,
Left
Nick? Was someone mean to you today?
Can I use an honor system thing to use my phone to just add 3 numbers I made up in my head together?
I will let you do that.
I promise I'm not looking them up because it's gonna be insane. I've just decided how long they all are arbitrarily.
All right, I've got 1 bet in. This is a real difficult question. As you can see, I had a real hard time finding a final for this one.
I knew this was going to be a real piece of shit here at the end. I knew this was going to be somehow worse. Because you know what, Nick? I know you.
I almost said it out loud as I typed it like a television character. Is that what did my 3 numbers say? Yeah, this is my 3 numbers. I just decided what all the lengths were.
Yeah.
All right. So Arnee guessed 210 minutes. Josh guessed 360 minutes. Matthew guessed 5 hours, so 300 minutes. Tyler guessed 342 minutes. First Footloose is 107 minutes. Second Footloose is 113 minutes. My Left Foot, surprisingly the shortest of them at 103 minutes.
Damn it.
That means being off by 19 points is Tyler Tuttle.
Oh, shit. Well, my numbers were way off. That's great because I firmly placed My Left Foot as
Doesn't that feel like a 3-hour movie?
Yeah, my 3 numbers I made up were 94, 98, and 150. So I don't know quite how I ended up here.
Well, that means Arnee, unfortunately, 0 points. Josh only bet 1 point.
Oh, yeah.
Only loses 1 point.
Oh my God, I did something
Matthew
brilliant.
bet 5 points. Tyler Tuttle voids a tie. Bet all 12 points, gains 12 points.
All in.
That means our final scores tonight are Arnee with 0, Matthew with 5, Josh at 12, but our winner tonight with 24 points, Tyler Tuttle.
All
Hell
in.
Yeah, dude.
All in.
Tyler, you know what you got to do?
That movie is not available anywhere but in theaters, so I have a different bet. I found out the guy, Phil Robinson from Duck Dynasty, has a movie based off of his love life.
Oh no.
We were going to make you watch that if one of us.
But it's only in theaters. That's too much effort. I have another, but I almost went to watch it because I'll go watch anything. So I was like, The Blind, PG-13, fine, let's check that out. And then I just happened to look at the info. It was like, Phil Robinson of Duck Dynasty tells a story of how he met his wife in the 60s. And I was like, oh, this sounds like the worst movie ever made. But I got another great one for you.
I mean, if I was just checking to see where it was playing.
Yeah. AMC, I know that. It seems insane.
If it was Sound of Freedom, that would have been the first time I vetoed something.
Oh, well, bad news. I'm glad you said that. That was 100% going to be my backup one. Kevin James, his friend made it.
So, you know what? If this is playing in theaters, I'll go see it in theaters.
All right, it is.
But if you want to give me a backup, you can give me a backup too.
Let's say I will, because I believe it's also excluded from A-list, so you have to pay for it.
Oh, then then absolutely not. Never mind.
Yeah.
Have you seen Nick? Have you seen The Blind Side?
I have not seen The Blind Side.
You don't get.
You should make him watch that. It's terrible.
I got.
All right, I'll get to you in a second. Let's wrap up this show. I want to thank you all for being on easily one of the most difficult episodes in a while. Before we go, if there's anything you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or just any last words before we do that, Marty just said that I am a bully. This just in, and that seems fair for this.
Thank you, Marty.
Arnee, I don't know much about you. I don't know if you have anything you want to talk about or anything.
No, not really. I'd like to come back and at least get 1 point.
You are absolutely coming back. What are you doing next week?
Let me check my planner. I have a physical planner because
you're smart.
It gets full, but I don't think. Oh no, let me check my planner first. Wait, what's the topic?
Next week is pick an actor. So basically, you give me an actor before the show, and then we do movies from all 4 actors that people have picked. So you get a little bit extra on that one.
Yeah, I might. Well, let me check my
We'll
plan.
see.
I'll get back.
There's 2 spots left on there. One of them might go to Arnee. One of them might go to you, the viewer. We'll see. But thank you so much for doing this. I'm glad that you don't feel bad about this.
It was hard. Like
it was a real difficult one.
Thinking of body parts and then once people said it, it was like, oh, duh. But
let me do this real quick to interrupt the outro. I didn't read the ones that we didn't get to. The other movies, I don't know if this would have helped anybody more. We didn't get to Cat's Eye. We didn't get to All Eyes on Me, the Tupac movie. Didn't get to The Brain That Wouldn't Die. Didn't get to Kong Skull Island. Didn't get to 5 Feet Apart. Didn't get to Manos, The Hands of Fate.
And I was wondering if you said 66, and I should have chosen it.
That's what it was.
Oh, well.
Didn't get to For Your Eyes Only. Didn't get to Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. Didn't get to The Man with the Iron Fists. Didn't get to The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Didn't get to Hair, the musical. Didn't get to Lemonade Mouth. Didn't get to Eyes Without a Face. Didn't get to Jaws 2. Didn't get to The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, Jaws.
And didn't get
Hills
to
Have Eyes.
Deep Throat.
Yeah. We did Hill.
We did the original Hill Has Eyes for the tagline.
Okay, I was wondering. Oh, okay, I was wondering. You're a scumbag, dude.
And yeah, unfortunately, we did not get to Deep Throat. So we'll see when that shows up again.
Hopefully soon.
Matthew, you got anything you want to talk about?
I mean, I don't know if I have anything I want to talk about, but let's see, October 29th. I've been doing this series with my friend Eric called No Budget Cinema, where for most of them, we pair a public domain movie with a new indie film, and then also do an interview with the director of said indie film. Most of the indie films are pretty trashy, or I don't know. Yeah, they're all pretty trashy. I mean, we only showed 1 movie so far that's problematic. We're probably not going to show another problematic one, but yeah, we're showing a sequel to a movie that most people have not seen as the new indie movie. And then it'll be paired with Creature from the Black Lagoon, but in 3D.
Oh, okay.
And that'll be at Ralph's, 7:00. It'll be upstairs. The other ones we did outside. We showed movies like Hell Van and
in Worcester.
What? Yeah, in Worcester.
Yeah, if you're in the Worcester, Massachusetts area, definitely go out to that. I wish that it wasn't in Worcester on weeknights, but
this one will be a Sunday because this is October 29th. But that's still difficult. But it'll be 7:00. So you can watch movie.
Like, nothing against you. I kind of hate Creature from the Black Lagoon, especially in 3D. Got a headache the first time I saw it.
That's fine. That pick wasn't my pick. The movies I've picked were I Bury the Living, which we showed last month, which is a fun one, and The Tingler. The
Tingler I really wanted to go to, but
the Tingler's great.
Tingler's great.
And then obviously Night of the Living Dead is a classic movie that wasn't properly copyrighted.
Yeah, so anybody can show it.
Yeah, and then you guys can't come to this at all, but next Thursday, October 12th, I'm getting married.
Congratulations.
Hey,
yeah, go to Matthew's wedding.
Yeah, I mean, you could find it. Like, we're just kind of doing it in a park and didn't ask permission. So if you show up, you show up, but like, I'm not
When is it?
actively inviting you.
Well, that's great though. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Josh, you got anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, I'll be in the woods all week. If you want to come find me, we can go. No, if you're in the Littleton, Massachusetts area, Oh God No will be at Dirigible Brewing on Friday the 13th this year, October. Tyler's going to be there. It's going to be fun. I can promise you that one of us will die. Yeah, we can probably help you out with the rub. Yeah. Other than that, I'll just be in the woods, kind of rooting around. Come find me. We'll root around together. There's great stuff out there.
I hope you do another one in that location. I hate the fact that I'm busy on the 13th. I hate that I keep missing the Oh God No shows. Finally, our winner tonight, Tyler Tuttle. Did you come up with a movie?
You ever see The Spy Next Door?
I will have by next week, I guess.
I've seen it multiple times.
Jackie Chan.
Yeah. The rest, I just want you to find out what the rest of the cast is gonna blow your mind.
I will not look up a single thing about it.
It's gonna really surprise you.
I think I'm gonna take some medication and get to that movie maybe this weekend.
It's a movie.
Do you have anything else that you would like to leave us with tonight, Tyler?
Nah, I'm good. Everyone should watch The Spy Next Door or any Jackie Chan movie. I'll just
there are
Jackie
so
Chan
many
movies.
good Jackie Chan movies I haven't seen, but next week I will have seen The Spy Next Door.
It was gonna be that or Skip Trace. I was gonna go through the D list.
Well, no, I'm excited to see something that I feel like I don't have to like.
Yeah, you might find yourself charmed. We'll see.
We'll see. Well, thank you all once again. Arnee Martin, Matthew Flynn, Josh Pick, Tyler Tuttle. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Facebook, search Inappropriate Movie Database, or click the link in the description of this video. Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. We do this show every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on this channel. So if you like this, subscribe to the channel, watch more. Like this video, share it with your friends. Get ready for the 200th episode if you want to be a part of that or any other episode. Like I said, we still have a spot or two open next Monday for Pick the Actor, as well as a spot open the Monday after that for long titles, which I will say on that show right now are two people who are notorious for not knowing titles. So I don't know how that episode's going to go. So if you want to win, that might be one for you.
Is Lloyd and who?
Lloyd and Nick Tatro are on that episode.
Okay, yep. I'm forgetting somebody. Yep,
I jump on that one. All right.
It's a fun one.
Tatro fucking rules.
And other than that,
I'm on a show with Lloyd tomorrow. I'll promote that. Go to Bit Bar in Salem tomorrow to see Lloyd.
Yeah, go to that. Anytime you get to see Lloyd in person, you get a good night.
Lloyd will be at Bit Bar in Salem tomorrow. He'll be doing the earlier stuff, so he'll be there between 6 and 8.
And if you want to see me do stand-up comedy and don't want to leave the house, I will be doing a friend of the show who will be back soon, hopefully, Sammy James, running a Halloween stand-up show, 7 p.m. Eastern. Posting about that. If you want tickets to that, I believe it's pay what you can. You get to watch some comedy and you don't have to leave the house. So that'll be fun. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I promise the next one will be easier.